This video blows already, I know that. Hey, Genderqueer gang, what's going on? It's, Noah. It's currently Friday night, and I just got out of work. Yeah. This week's topics, I don't really know what they are verbatim. One is, about defining moments in our lives, whether it, pertains to our gender identity and shit and whatnot like that, or if it doesn't really matter, I guess. And then the second one is something about gender variant, I guess, portrayals in, like, media and what frustrates us about it, or something. I'm bad at this. I should really know what the hell I'm talking about before I start talking about it. Okay, so topic number one. This was actually a pretty difficult thing for me to think about, because as far as my, like, trans identity goes, I'm not 100% sure what a defining moment would be for me in regards to that. The best thing I could think of would be the day that I actually requested to make an appointment to start testosterone. It was really, like, it was such a big step, you know, to actually initiate starting hormones. And that's defining for me in a way, because I actually proved to myself that if I really want something, I will do it. Because I have a terrible time with actually doing things that I know that I should do, whether I think I want to or not. And I pretty much, like, set the date for that and did it on my own without anyone really telling me to do it. So that was a pretty big moment for me. Not pertaining to my trans identity, one kind of, like, time period actually jumps out at me, because, like, I know I would not be the person I am today if it weren't for, like, that certain time period. And that was actually when I was, I think, in, like, 8th grade. So, let's see, been out of high school 3 years, 8th grade, so probably about 7 years ago, I actually started listening to, Green Day, their American Idiot album, and I fell in love with that album. Like, head over heels, listened to it every single fucking day over and over and over again, and I became obsessed with, like, the band members and their lives. And anyways, Green Day led to My Chemical Romance, which led to a whole shit ton of other, like, emo bands and stuff like that. And those bands made me really think about life and what I was doing. And I also just, like, got to a place that I don't think I ever would have gotten if it weren't for them. They actually helped me realize some things that I actually really love now. Like, I definitely have a dark side, and I wouldn't know that if it weren't for the music that I used to listen to. So thank you, Green Day, for turning me into what I am, whether that's good or bad. So I guess those are my two, like, most defining moments, time periods, things like that. Obviously, this wasn't very well thought out. I'm not really sure exactly how to go about it, but I'm just going to say that what frustrates me about gender variant portrayals in media, and yes, there's not enough, but if you think about it, where there is, a lot of the time, it's in a very humiliating way. Like, gender variant people, whether they're transgender, transsexual, then holy goddamn, there aren't genderqueer people, like, at all anywhere that I know of. You know, on TV, movies, whatever. Like, I didn't know that they existed until YouTube. I kid you not. But I'm sure if there were gender variant, or gender fluid, genderqueer, characters in TV shows and movies and yada yada, that they would probably be ridiculed as well. And that's just a damn shame. Because it kind of, not me personally, but I can imagine that it gives other gender, variant, queer, trans, whatever, all of us, is some sort of, like, issue. You know what? Yeah, it does, because before I decided to transition and was really okay with being transgender, I was kind of, like, unconsciously afraid of it because I knew that it was weird from, you know, movies that I've watched and TV shows and things like that. So I just thought it was plain weird, and I was like, no, I'm not a weirdo. So, yeah, that shit puts a negative, like, image on us, unfortunately. And that really sucks. So I'm thinking that if there were more portrayals of, you know, our kind of people, us gender fucking shit balls, yes, if there was more of that, and also if it wasn't in a humiliating way. So, I hope my ramblings made some sort of sense to you guys. Yeah. Alright, you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you next Friday.